Hi, my name is Andrew Mude. I'm a principal economist at the International Livestock Research Institute, from where I've been leading the index-based livestock insurance program. Recently, the program is getting quite a bit of traction with our partnership. We really had recently a big proof of concept in which the Kenya government, under the Kenya Livestock Insurance Program, which is the vehicle that the government is using to take up our concept and make sure that it's scaled and made accessible to the pastoral population of Kenya. And recently there's been a big drought, and the 14,000 households covered by the government program, 12,500 were paid off to a tune of about $2.15 million, 250 million Kenya shillings. And so this really represents growing momentum. It was an opportunity for the government to declare its commitment and to really show some of the policymakers that this program is really working. We know it has increased the interest by policymakers. We understand that they have increased the funding that they're allocating to it for the next year. They're also scaling from the now 6 counties that are covered to 8 counties later this year, with an intention to move to 12 over the next couple of years. And they talk about 75,000 to 100,000 households by the year 2020. Further afield, we also have a program in Ethiopia, and that program is also getting momentum to scale. It started in Borana, but recently we signed a contract with the World Food Program, in which they're interested in testing out the index-based livestock insurance concept as part of the package of social protection programs that they offer in response to drought, trying to be a bit more proactive. This will be done and tested in the Somali and Afar regions. And we also indicating a lot of interest, or receiving a lot of interest, in other areas such as Sahel and so on, which receive a similar kind of risk profile, in which there's a large pastoral population across sub-Saharan Africa. There are about 50 million pastoralists, 20 million in this region. So really the scope for this program to benefit a much wider group of pastoralists should be met. Now, the next steps of the program, there's still some work to do. I mean, index insurance is only one of a number of social protection programs that are used to respond to the challenges that such populations face to drought and other shocks. And so there's usually a package of cash, of insurance, of graduation, and really there's not been so much of a systematic understanding of how best to integrate this and how best to utilize the scarce resources that the government has, that public support has, to manage this risk. And so, first of all, really understanding where the most synergies lie, so that you can get the biggest value for your money, or value for social protection support. Then there's also really thinking about making sure that that the insurance products are the right type of products, coming up with safe minimum standards, trying to figure out how to work with regulators to ensure that the pilots that are being tried out adhere to some product quality metrics. I think that's an important part of the next step, and really making sure that you scale. And also policy. I know in Kenya we're working closely with the government, with insurance companies, to really think about the best type of policy to support the public-private partnership that is really coalescing around the provision of livestock insurance in Kenya. And one of these, for example, is the government now recognizes that the provision of full coverage to a select group of households is perhaps not the best way to kind of get the product out to the maximum number of people. And we're now thinking about how best to reorganize government support into more smart subsidies, so some type of premium support in which pastoralists actually make some payments. Pastoralists themselves and their representatives are demonstrated interest in this. They are keen to take action for their own for the shocks that they face, and keen to move away from the more dependency type of approach of food and cash. And insurance companies are also really excited about this, because they're in this over the long term to increase the scope of their business, and so they want to see the government support as something more catalytic, and they're worried that the provision of free insurance might lock out the rest of the market. So these are some of the key things that we're thinking about as we look forward to really bringing this product to scale.